everybody, my name's Natasha Collins and I am the founder of NC Real Estate, a place for landlords and property investors to come and join the members club or work with me on a one-to-one basis. My job is to make sure that you excel as a landlord and hit your property investment goals. In this week's YouTube video, I am going to be talking to you about how to find BMV properties, and that's below market value for those of you who don't know what that term means. I'm going to start by saying, actually, I don't believe in BMV. Below market value isn't even a term. What investors actually suggest that this means is that you're buying something that's lower than the suggested market value. Now, market value is the value that you pay for a property on a certain date, and actually, whatever price you pay for a property on the date that you complete is market value. It is as simple as that. You can never be buying below market value. If you're buying on a certain date, you have just set new market value. Congratulations. However, I know that everybody wants to get a really good deal. I do too. You want to buy a property at a really low value so that you can go in, add some value to it, and then either remortgage or flip it on and get a lot of money out of it, because that enables us to keep going again. So that's why we do it. And the way that you're going to do it, instead of going out and hunting for these elusive properties that seem to be hugely undervalued and put on the market, instead I suggest to you that you go out there, find a property that matches your search requirements, and then negotiate well. You negotiating well will mean that you get a property at a price that works for you. It then enables you to go out there and do up the property and then remortgage out of it for the market value that you have increased the property's value to. It's as simple as that. But how are you going to do it? Well, first off, you need to make sure you know what your goals are. So that is step number one. Plan a strategy for the next property that you're going to buy. So identify that first. Then go out and start searching for those properties. Send that out to agents, or simply go to local agents or use Rightmove. Whatever your way of searching is, do that. Go and find a property that matches with your requirements. Now, if you then find that property and that property is slightly more expensive than you were hoping to spend on it, that's where your negotiation strategy starts to come in. Now, negotiation is actually easy if you know how. To start off with, you need to know what you want to get out of the deal and why you need to get that, because that's where you're always going to be coming from. You then need to understand exactly what the seller wants out of this deal. You need to look at how you can make this deal work for them. And those are the positives. How can you get the positives out of this deal? And that is always what you're going to be working towards. So make sure that you're writing that down. What do you want to get out of this deal? And what does the seller want to get out of this deal? Because in order to negotiate at the price you want to pay for it, you are going to have to match those two things up. Always focus on what the seller is going to get. Don't focus on yourself, because true rule of thumb is that nobody cares about what you want, they just care about what they want. They always want to get the best, so play to that. You also need to plan for the negatives as well. So what are they going to push back on? What are they going to say no to? Then what I want you to do is match your positives with their negatives. How can your positives outweigh their negatives, and how can you frame that so that the seller is getting the best out of the deal? Then what you have to do is you have to present this to the agent in a way that they can understand, and they can relay it back to their seller and make sure the seller knows that they're getting something really positive out of it. The whole way along, if you want to get these deals at a really, really, really good price, you need to be making sure that you're moving quickly, you're always acting, you've got the funds in line, ready to go, because the more helpful you can be, the more willing someone is going to be to sell it to you at the price that you want to pay for it. So, rather than concentrating on below market value, again, it's not something I believe in, you need to be making sure that you are good and confident at negotiation. Always make sure that you're putting a positive spin on it, and always make sure that you are always helping the seller out. And that is exactly how you're able to buy BMV Properties. So I hope this video has been really useful for you. I really do. It's something that you need to take on board. Every single time you go into negotiation, make sure that you are getting the positives out of it for yourself and for the other side. And it is the best win-win way of getting the best out of a deal and making sure that it works for you at the price you want to pay. So, this has been great. Remember to hit like and subscribe to my YouTube channel because every single week I'm going to be bringing you more of this goodness. And if you want to join my free insider circle and get my property investment strategy, then head over below to www.ncrealestate.co.uk and leave your name and your email address and I will send that straight through to you. Thank you very much for watching this week and I cannot wait to catch up with you again soon.